Hello everyone, I'm John Aljets here at Portland Retro Gaming Expo 2025, and I'm once again here at Weed Fabrication. We're taking a look at everything that they're working on. Man, I was so excited talking to you last year. Talking to you this year again, I'm super stoked to be here. There's been some big changes with your business and how you guys doing things. Last year, you guys were partnered with somebody producing sabers. This year, you're doing it yourselves. Talk to me about your sabers and just everything that you're offering right now.
Well, for us, our big motto is continuous improvement. So any manufacturing environment, you want to be better than you were the day before, month before, year over year, quarter over quarter. And so part of the saber experience and cosplay in general for us is customer service and quality. And so the best way for us to achieve that for our customers was to have full control of the manufacturing process, have our own saber manufacturing, do our own in-house work with machine shop partners that we had control with so that we could bring the best quality product to the market. So launching our own saber line was the best way for us to do that. And not just for the quality, but also for the value. You shouldn't have to spend $600 or $700 to have a quality combat saber that you can use every day. We wanted people to be as low as $50 for kids or $80 to $120 entry level for adults so that everybody could experience what we get to experience at our studio on a daily basis. And that was really the big drive for us was how can we serve the most people in this economy with the best quality and customer support.
And like, you were definitely knocking it out of the park when it comes to prices. You know, we were talking a little bit about, you know, I started in like the LED saber game like years ago when things were all super expensive, especially if you wanted anything with sound, even just one sound font, you were spending hundreds of dollars. But now we've got these sabers that are RGB, that have multiple sound fonts, and it's so cheap. Like, it's brilliant. And I love looking at the way that the tech has sort of advanced, and you guys are just, you know, you're working really hard to deliver an affordable product to people, and I got to commend you on that.
Well, thank you. I mean, we're very fortunate that technology has allowed us to progress in this market to this point.
Yeah.
And so, again, it comes down to how many people can you serve and give them the best quality.
And last year we also talked to you about the cosplay side of things. Behind us here we have helmets and things of that nature. How's the helmet side of the business going?
So the cosplay side is moving up quite a bit. The general 3D in general has kind of slowed down because there's a lot of hobbyists. There's a lot of issues with quality because a lot of people that don't have manufacturing backgrounds are making fidget toys and dice rollers and things like that. And dragons and things, which we still make. We have over 8,000 designs that we either design or license with other designers to make. But we wanted to branch off into something more unique. And so cosplay, props, that's really where it's at. And so people can have, you know, something more affordable. You go to some of the overseas manufacturers, they do great quality work, but you shouldn't have to spend $500 for a wearable helmet. Obviously, if you're doing custom paint, custom work, things like that, LEDs, sometimes the prices go up, but you know, you shouldn't have to go, say, for example, get a Space Marine helmet. It shouldn't cost you $600. And again, it comes back to quality and economy. You know, how many people can you serve and keep that same level of quality without having to sacrifice on either end?
It's an important one, and it's a great thing to be working towards. Now, I know that we talked a little bit briefly yesterday. There's a film that you are working on. You want to speak to that at all?
Weed Technology Fabrication is an executive producer for the film. So Alan Carnes, you probably heard of him. He was on Face Off. He owns Go-To Effects Studio and Zogmine Film Ranch. Great special effects designer. He makes everything from full creature suits to animatronics. He wrote and is directing his first feature film right now called Mirror of Humanity. And we've been friends with Alan for about 5 years now, worked together on some projects and see each other at a lot of conventions. We had an opportunity to jump on board and help fund the film as executive producers. And so we really wanted to collaborate. One of the big criticisms that I have as a film fan is with a lot of Hollywood productions, there's certain criteria that has to be met where, you know, a studio or a producer will say, you have to do X, Y, and Z to change your story to make it what they think is marketable. And at WTF, we're big on creativity and originality. We sponsor independent comic book companies with their launches and do advertising and partnerships with other creators. And so when Alan was talking to us about his film, I was just captivated. It is the most original story, and I can't give too much away, but if you look, you can find the teaser trailer online. I'll send you a link for the teaser so you can see it as well.
Yeah, we'll have it down in the description.
And so, you know, when he told us what he was doing, I was like, how can I get on board with this? You know, what do we need to help? And because he wanted to be original to his idea, his script, his story, and have full control of the cinematography, he is basically bringing in independent producers to fund the film so he doesn't have to make editorial changes. And that's one of the things that we're big on with makers and creators is you have this amazing concept, this amazing idea. We're not going to tell you how to change the recipe. We just want to support you so that your vision can come to life. And so there are opportunities for people that want to jump in as producers and help with the film. About 80% complete at this point. Teaser trailer's out. Full trailer should come out next year. And we're really excited to be able to support and partner with Alan and with Go2FX to see this move forward.
Have you guys, has there been any motion on distribution for it? Is the plan to take it to festivals?
So that's something that their team is discussing right now on the distribution model. I can't really divulge too much because it's not really in my place to do so. Once the decisions are made and I get more go-ahead, we'll certainly give you guys an update on that because I'm excited about, you know, being able to show it off at our studio and some of the local film festivals around our area if that's the route they go.
So we will, as I said, we will have a link to the teaser down in the description. I guess the last thing I want to leave with is, besides the sabers, what is the thing that you are most excited about that people have gotten the chance to check out here at Portland Retro?
Here at Portland Retro, I think the most exciting thing, other than the sabers, probably is the cosplay. We had a lot of our video game based stuff obviously is sold out. We do have some Star Wars stuff because we're Star Wars fans and a few other video game things left that I'm sure will be gone by tomorrow. But it's nice to be able to show the different variety. What we have new from last year, there's some fan favorites that we brought back, of course, like the Space Marines and some of the Fallout. But we've expanded, you know, beyond just like the power armor. We have the NCR Ranger variants. And so it's great, especially going into Halloween time, that people can pick up a helmet and build themselves a cosplay and then get prepared for the next convention.
I know that I'm definitely I've been eyeing the ODST helmet since last year, and I'm eyeing the Doom guy because huge Doom fan. So of course I got to be all over that. So yeah, if people want to know more about what Weed Fabrication here does, we will have links to their website and everything like that, so you can go check it out. Darrell, thank you so much for talking to me once again.
Well, thank
you. Always glad to see you here, and you know, you just do fantastic work, so I'm always excited to share it.